for announce that the curfew will be the starts at 9. I know that kind of news they not be for be repeated. But the kind of news that they will tweet. All man they share because the curfew is a popular subject. So for who now say the curfew at midnight. But I want to start with that because it starts midnight, it's done at 6 a.m. For one, the people already in the habit of violating the curfew or trying to take chances. The instructions with the security forces they get, that they will take that particularly seriously. We still deal in we deal with the security situation at the country, and we particularly tell you to family we don't cooperate, one day we don't give information, one day we don't abide by the rules, one day we continue to support the police in all the work they need to do. Today, as the Deputy Minister said, we focus primarily on trade. We look at trade and business, private sector entrepreneurship, what's in the apple. And I'm very pleased that my colleague, I'm glad for calling my colleague now, but one day we know actually I'm going out there and I'm a lecturer at the college. The Minister for Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Alpha Sisse, we will know about the other name back or they call him back. Thanks. So, if I'm a chief, number we, as my very formal, I'm very proud of, like for say again, I'm a teacher, teaching at private college, political science. So every time I can say anybody who want blessing for respecting teacher. Me a teacher picking. So I want to tell them thank you. I want to put on record that always thing we do today are because of the excellence we understand that we can set. And glad we there today we can share about with nice parts also of what we do. My sister is actually a leader and in the entrepreneurship innovation space in Salon. And so he said they can add as well your perspective on the context we get. And I'm glad for CC some of the partners and allies in the room. And as CC we get also another full room. Obviously now all my area about the updates on the ongoing investigation into November 26 failed attempted coup in Salon, and particularly the investigations and the interrogations will go on with the former president, Dr. Ernest Omar. So because of that, today we bring the primary person, the Inspector General of Police, who can provide as much details as possible because it's now ongoing investigations. Before we get to that quickly, and I'll hand over the microphone very soon to the Inspector General of Police, I want to just reiterate that we get a list of wanted people who the Salon Police don't issue. Most of them are getting now on our phone. But I've been asked to go through that list so people who need that who's really listening for the area. 3 of the people in the original wanted list they're now in the custody of the Salon Police, Alfred Karo Kamara, Amadou Koita, and Alpha Sherif, who they call Alpha Sherif ABC apparently. But they in the custody of the Salon Police. The Salon Police is still look for Mohamed Touré, they call Yete, Sheka Idrissa Dubuya, Molai Bai Shebora, Major Patrick Abu Odende, Sergeant Sayo Kamara, Major John Thomas Bangura, Matthew Soy Kamara, Albani Usman Kamara, Ibrahim Monshiga Mansare, Abdul Karim Mans, Alassane Kamara, Amadou Conte, Alhaji Hassan Kamara, Alhaji Saidu Fofana, Abdulaziz Kamara, Captain Iya Senesi, Corporal Yapo Sise. It's not one name where an officer will be done. They now let's put the list, but I have to make it clear, say this person here on the wanted list. Corporal Yapo Sise, and we will talk more on this. Almami Molai Kamara, Dan K. Koroma, Fatsmata Koroma, Captain T.L. Conte, Mustafa Abdulrahim Kamara, Ibrahim Saidu Kamara, Milton Sambangura, my retired captain, Sako Kamara, Zainab Amara Suu, Lieutenant, Captain John Conte, Musa Fofana, with a major, Corporal Mohamed Conte, Corporal Mohamed Ali Toli, Mohamed Issa Kuruma, a major, Abdul Rahman Toli, Alpha Kamara, Charles Kamara, Cherino Sajobai, Dauda Konse, Femi Pentimiti, Fode Bangora, Hadi Momodu Evelyn Jabi, Salema Tukonze, Samuel Brown, Shiaka Kuruma, Sigismond Kool, Suleiman Konze, Ibrahim Saidu Kamara, Ibrahim Kaloko, Ibrahim Jallo, Ibrahim Toli, Mohamed Aoun Konze, Mohamed Jadite, Mohamed Lamin Dumbuya, Mohamed Samora, Mokhtar Dinson, and Usman Kamara. A handsome reward of 50 million, only 50,000 million, available for anybody who will provide the Salone Police and the security forces with information that will lead to the arrest of any one of the fugitives here. I want to tell people that thank you because of our cooperation don't help we for letting the Salone Police capture the one they don't arrest so far. And the more we cooperate and fend them people here, the more we move towards being more safe and more secure, we'll get rid of the curfew. I will provide one more update on behalf of the Republic of Salone Armed Forces. But who question only about the updates on the weapons that we have been captured, we have been with the army, and whose one they will recover. I've been promising we will come and do now the numbers and the updates. So I will just give briefly categories of weapons and the updates will be there right now. AK-47 rifles and rifle there. Then been thief 47 of them. Then been take 47. The security forces will recover 29. 18 of them they out. The big RPG then we take 7. The authorities only cover 5. So now 2, 9 outstanding. The other one then, to be honest, apparently they may also take plenty empty magazine there. Like about over 100 on an empty magazine there. Who they may also take with the authorities is still the efforts for try for recover. So now the major categories in any of the weapons them, I will probably say, hey, in the interest of a very transparent government, we will get the information, we will come and provide that to us. So all that question will have gets like, no, we don't know the weapon. No. And they talk to the Honorable Inspector General of Police, will I give you an update on arrest, and then any information we can share on specifically the interrogation where they go on with the former President, Dr. Inspector General.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, everybody. I will start for making a general comment on the security situation across the country. It is calm and quiet, no cause for alarm. Despite the fact that on the 26th of November, we see an illegal and overt attempt for unseat and incompetent leadership in this country. Since that time, we as police, we institute an investigation, and it is still ongoing, we still live on. For the statistics, for now, we get 80 suspects in our custody. Even our police who say suspect, as long as we don't caution you, we don't at least at that cautionary statement, you are not forced to say anything, you are not obliged. But whatever I say will be taken down in writing and given in court as evidence, you are a suspect. So we have 80 of those. I will break down that 80 category. Current serving military officers, 50. Dismissed military officers, 5. Serving Sierra Leone police personnel, 7. Retired Sierra Leone police officer senior, 1. Civilians, 15. And then of course correction service, 1. And then former president Ernest Bai Kuruma, We don't take so far out of the 80, we don't take 68 statements. Then statement a day, we don't forward them to the office of the Attorney General because I think in Perus, look at what we are doing in the light of the elements of the offense we investigate. Then of course, we get 12 people in our custody, we will still therefore interrogate, therefore caution them, therefore interview them. This 68 I don't mention, so some man don't take statement to because now it's a wide investigation as we proceed, as other people will take statements, as we take statements from them, we get reason for do additional statements. And those ones, we are taking them from the others. 12 to be interviewed, like when I read the Minister of Information, they say, we still get a good number on wrong. So I have to use this moment also for appeal to the people of this country, well-meaning people of this country, for assist the police by providing information when will lead to the arrest of them assailants when on the wrong. There's a very nice package for information leading to the arrest, but as good citizens of this country, I don't want to focus too much on the package. You are doing whatever you are doing is for civic responsibility. Yes, if you see somebody come for unseat government for wreck the country, they are under obligation. There's civic responsibility for giving information when will lead to that capture. If you do that, you can still benefit from the money we will set aside for all of those things. So basically, I think at the point this one will talk small about the former president, because I see a lot of social media is charged with a lot of stuff. Thursday last week, we extended an invitation to her from the CID department for them come and Frito on Friday, follow-up question in respect of the attempted coup. He got the invitation. He talked to the one they were sent. Of course, I was on there. I talked to them. He has two concerns. One is the concern about his security on his way from Makini to Freetown, and then the second one are the concern about his security and accommodation at Ferrytona. Then, of course, if you want for say, well, tomorrow Friday, I get appointment with people, so I will do the appointment. I come back on Saturday. I said, no, it's not possible. You have to travel on that same day. He called me, I talked to her direct, I talked to a lawyer, Joseph Fitzgerald. I said, tell your clients he has to start to travel today. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, he should be in my office. He traveled. When he left, he called me. He said, IG, I don't left. Your colleague on this side, or your officer on this side, the AIG, you do well for me, you provide adequate security for me. I said, now you are assured of adequate security also at your accommodation. So right there, I deploy. Because this kind of crucial time, where somebody don't say, I'm not comfortable moving around with my own security voice. I want security from your side. I have responsibility. I mean, as it is, I'm responsible for security at any point in time. As they come up, CID now for work and I have to escort you, and I'm deployed there as a sure nothing will happen to her. So he come, the next day, go to CID, I meet the lawyer, Fitzgerald. The first thing he tell me, IG, how we do bail for this man? He started asking for bail. Even before the man was in my office, he was asking for bail. I said, no, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So sure, we start the procedure. The interview start. We do statements for some time. We end up for terminate because the former president said he needs to go taking medication and taking lunch. I said, fine. We are not in a hurry. We can go on for as long as we can. You go, next day come on the Saturday, we'll do the same thing. That's where now, we look at say that statesman will get that respect. There are other people who will investigate for the same attempted coup. And they are said, we cannot push this, so we are going to grant you bail, but with certain conditions. We sat with the lawyer, last night with the lawyer, and they called the name because no one party will deny except the journalist. He Yansane was there, Ambassador Yansane. Mikael Masare, those are the chair and the deputy chair. And of course, the head of steering, we agreed. We agreed in the first place. They asked for the man to be visited by selected number of people from his party and from his legal team. We agreed on those names. We wrote them down. Then we also say, we don't put ourselves in the report. Let him be in his house. If he has to move from his house to any other place, it has to be cleared by that is a great condition. They accepted to that condition also. Then he said, if you want to see doctor, yes. If we are all human beings, whatever we put in the SLP, we give it to human beings, yes. If you want to see doctors, you will see doctors. Immediate family, yes. It became immediate staff. And we agreed, all of us, we agreed to that one. So that is how he is being in his house. We have provided the security every morning with the bring account. You can explain. The investigation of the board is a long process. And that's it. We investigate. If you come every day, as I thought so, just don't do the rounds for today. So we go back my house, go rest. Then we continue to until we come to the end of that phase of the question. But alongside that one, we are looking at several other suspects that are custody. In fact, we don't do categories of investigators. We have structured the investigation. We get some man when they deal with this level of candidates, of suspects, some man look at these ones for make them go a little faster. So that's not for this one.
IG, I can ask you a very direct question. Is the former president a suspect in the investigation?
As long as we have issued, we have administered the voluntary caution statement in our police station, you are a suspect.
Affirmative. Thank you. All right. I just want to make clear as well to people that the information we put out from the Minister of Information and Civic Education is very clear. The information we put out will not what they say. I see some journalists try to say, I don't want to talk to this person, I don't want to talk to this person, confusion me. I want to assure the people of Salou. When we put out a statement, it is as close to the gospel truth as we are going to get in this life. Because we know the truth they say. We know the truth she said, he said. When we put out a statement, it will come up from the only source. As far as the police is concerned, the official, primary, final word in the police, and the Inspector General of Police. And there's no daylight between me and the Inspector General of Police. If I talk something, I say this don't happen, I'll let family understand, see, that they come directly from the Inspector General of Police. In fact, I will truly work together. We make sure say I double check across everything. Unless they don't make a mistake, because we are human. But I can show you say on the substance of it. We only come up with an idea on the own. We stick with the security forces, we clear the information we put out. So I know other people that listen to any other side comments or possibly try to say, oh, confusion, no DD, this person say this, no. You listen to the channel that we have provided, and it's the official and factual information. All right, on that note, I think we're going to transfer for Olma, so we can talk about it, and then we'll come back to questions. So now, perfect segue, obviously, for the Minister of Trade and Industry. Mr. Minister, since you don't know Minister, like first step is for kind of platform, you vision what's in the happen at the sector, especially also in this current climate, the challenges they will get, and how they are the biggest challenges in them. I can give you 7 minutes for let you lady. Let you lady play. There's a lecture at 7 minutes, so therefore keep silent or over lecture. Over to you, Mr. Minister.
Colleague Minister, members of the high table, journalist Mr. Lofa, good afternoon. Let me thank the colleague minister for giving me this opportunity for interact with the general public on what they have been at the trade sector. Because we're the businessman there, the businesswoman there, we meet more often. You know, today, that the world, a difficult thing is for the business and for also the person who they manage policies and laws who they deal with business. If we look at the world today, everything on there. We look at the world today, fuel price go up all sides of the world. And we also fuel price go up. And they are both that they go up. We look at the one today, chop business self, it don't there on the other side. In fact, to the point, chop business don't make, now we don't know, say, every country, foreign policy, you get for time to trade now. Every country, you get for time. Every country get for time in foreign policy to trade. But then I will talk about that more later. So all of this, the first night Ukraine, and long members say we just try to recover from COVID. We government do but putting an identity can happen. So all our talks wouldn't happen if you don't get control over it. It will make the value of your currency the Hamburg. And on that note, I'm grateful as the ministry that work closely with the Ministry of Finance, the Bank of Sierra Leone, for stabilize our economy. Because one time we notice the price in the world will go, but now we get relative stability. So what will be done over the last how many months? We'll take over. First, we'll continue to review the existing laws and policy. We will make trade and investment kind of this country. We will make done the business, they will do their business. We'll get the primary responsibility for make sure we provide a very friendly atmosphere for trader, businessmen, as well as the consumer. We sell food they buy. So it means we'll get for cover the one who they sell. We get for cover them and they sell food they go buy. Because if you sell the wrong products, no problem for me. So now they make different laws and policies there along that. For example, we get trade strategy. We go to the call an industrial policy. We get special economic zone policy. We'll talk about that later. Then we get other business policy. So what we think what we're going to do from where we take over now to they call public-private dialogue. Where we get that government, then people only do business, we're supposed to engage with them. So we don't go at different levels. We don't get into exporters, they're always in our office. Importers, they're always in our office. We don't get different meetings there. The essence is, now follow able to understand, we say, flow noting our problems then collectively, how we solve them problems there. Especially now, very, very difficult moments there. Trying moments there, all sides of the world. So they get a meeting in there. In fact, we get another big official one next to with the National Investment Board, we do put closely, don't convey. The essence of them is in the gas are saying, follow, meet and talk and discuss so many things that would affect the environment. In line with that, again, this will be a key vision from His Excellency the President. We also they promote business-to-business linkages. For example, Saloma, when they can start in business, they look for other Saloma, when they can see their business. So tell me, get land, you get the money or you get the equipment then, we they connect, then say they happen. Then at the international level, following all the jobs that we've done recently, we encourage salon businessmen to fully participate. Parts of them forum there, and then they come with other businessmen within other countries who get interested in the same sector and some of them work now. A good example is the flour mill, who go talking. One pound investors, in fact, it don't cancel them. That investment to pass about $20 million investment, huge. And when flour mill begin full production, they go people reduce the price of flour, then we will get enough for making export. We then on track for that one day. But in order to do that, we get key players that we're supposed to do with you. One of them key players are the Chamber of Commerce. As it is now, small problems and delay, but we get engaged. We don't get a series of meetings. Even last week Friday, we get the current Jaipana office. So we hope still we'll get fully functional. All the small problems will not solve them. So by early next year, we will be on track for move. Because some of the side of the go visits, then they always ask you, who's down the Chamber of Commerce? So we get down the up and running very soon and all. But one thing when they make the bread and butter business street now, any country, not to what you go for go buy no more, now what you self they produce. So the export, then we will get now, we will fight very hard for diversify them. Diversify in the sense, we know they have open more saying, till they know they spend more money for buy pan. Now we for straight tariffs. If we look, I think with the interest past Honor and Africa and West Africa, no country only. So then for me, now a security commodity. So government don't launch an ambitious program on a fixed salon project. We, in fact, this year the Finance Act, we put small money in 5%. If we're not able to generate money, so that for now, it will be painful, we will pay the price. For me, I assure una, the salon for what say, by the next 1 or 2 years, we will not begin go sell people, the rise of price will definitely kind of, because we don't produce more than enough, and we should get for it. That is the key. But unfortunately, we get for pay the price for small, if one and small, because that 5% they will increase. But that money they will invest at all. Now, one and say, we they work closely with the rice importers and police. In fact, then they the government policy. All the one of the import rice, all they can be part of this feed salon program. You either live on the production side, that is you get the farm, you build the machine there, or you get the machines there. And this, we don't get meetings with the more than 3 times, including myself, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Fisheries, chaired by the Chief Minister, we get a good meeting on it here. Because for let you become sustainable, for let peace stability, then any side, the chop where you eat before you produce. And I can give you an example, we don't want for oil. When governments are saying oil, anything you take, we do it. Today, we are net exporters of oil. So we able to do that thing. So we also want to focus on this, what they call deciding where you get the strength, you know. Like if you look at it, we get about 300 million people who eat Gary in West Africa. And we get some of the best cassava like this part of the world. So if we only will focus Gary no more, we focus panel. We say we produce, we exporter. Now beaucoup money than but for do that you get for movement of agricultural goods and services from one African country to another. So for them to benefit finally, it means you get to improve poverty level. On this side, we don't make a lot of progress. We don't establish the secretariat. I get a meeting with the secretariat a few weeks ago, and they're willing to provide technical support for me for that. We get what they call the ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme, what is a very good one, where they export at other West African countries. And today, we rest. If you left here today, you go na Bamo on weekend. You go see how far rest you go. You go see how they need to rest it. For the top of oil, we export to Senegal and oil and cassava. So the only way they will take advantage of this, you get all them big markets here, and for able strengthening your own side. So on that note, what the government they do, we don't provide small money there for SMEs there. How they support SMEs? SMEs are small and medium scale enterprises there at different levels. I will talk about that later. For also make we more competitive, one told don't suffer for over 20 years now, Standards Bureau. With Standards Bureau, we get Boku labs in this country, but the labs we get are medical labs, you know. So for now export certain foods, for now we able send certain things in other countries, they don't even foreign exchange. You get minimum requirements for some countries they ask for. That will take like fish. Look where it will play out with it. But because we not get certain requirements then to that, it's difficult to not get labs the way up to date with standard. It's difficult for long term. We fish now, you know. We and the Americans, we get what you call this Agawa Trade Agreement. Again, the major challenge to that Agawa Trade Agreement, we not get labs now where we certify certain food items they will for export. So on that note, the Standards Bureau, first, we don't spend up to $300,000. Again, that takes this opportunity for tell the leadership of the World Bank that Salona have with times. There with colleagues there, Alari, they would also support you for upgrade that lab with their Moses. So we don't spend over $330,000 for upgrade Standards Bureau their lab. But that notwithstanding, it needs a lot of investment. If one compete, we spend money. So the intention now for privatize that lab. Yes, we privatize them because it's difficult for the government and the money went in it. For them to compete, for them to send the things there. I can give an example. Just last week, there was a consultant where FAO bring. They can't talk to me in our office how we work to talk about the lab. We tell them they recommend, no take the fish now. If you get fish, you carry and go Ghana first. Then go test that, they look if the fish good.
then they bring an the fake car exporter. And they increase the price, and they reduce my profit. So not just there, now with the target between now and March next year to April, we don't get a standardized lab, we will be certified at international level. So primarily 80-90% of the product we want to sell out, including fish, we will get a good lab, we will make them. Another key challenge we meet now, how would they operate in our ports and water? You get the operational side, you get the payment side. We dey push for establish a single window port operations. When I say single window, all they go for go clear things in our time. You get different payments they will need. You get for pay CTN, you get for pay UGT, you get for pay ITS, different one. And without expenses, some side if the payment tied to $1, there is even a foreign exchange difference. So to the fact of now, one platform will be set, we go to make the payment on man pool, you know. So the Ministry of Trade, the Ministry of Finance, the National Revenue Authority, with their panel of good. Again, another key thing, we notice when company trade a business, so trade they get problem, the Ministry of Trade and the car. But when company market business, now a devolved function than me. You know, interesting for see, most of the local councils are across the country. The revenue they generate, most of them generate the market use. But they're not pay better attention for rehabilitate and make the market there. But when they don't make the market there, then they bring the street, the people in for cancer in the street. And all they want to our law established there. Market, now they for sale road, and for multiple and water now for pass. So what should they do this year? They try very hard to see if we can work with the local councils for rehabilitate and build market there and certain critical areas. A good example they look at now is that Kwendu market. The meeting over the African Development Bank, they don't confirm, will they get $10 million for support that process there. Then the Chinese themselves they support we for carry out that process in that Kwendu market there. So hope say sometime next year that process there will start. Now Western area, of course, this are the kids small. There is a project government will done by 50 buses there. And then 50 buses here, they get corridor, they get road for pass. Unfortunately, they don't road here, we get traders who don't do it. So we don't postpone simply because we wait less our ground slow. So we hope say the entire Sarah ground process will done by the end of the year now. Then we go make them go inside, they let people go back in the market, let the roads them for there, to carry the pass. Again, that market a government constructor, and we work with them very, very closely. As a ministry, I go back to standard bureau and we ministry. We also get responsibility for quality control. If we know no more, then they dump all kinds of all kind of bad business that they dump now. But unfortunately, some of them will not get the capacity for go test them or find out this if it's good or it's bad. So now make that bureau there is very important for them increase. But we continue for push quality control. We trade monitors and trade officers there. And nobody now we get small challenges with some of the staff there. But we work very hard. And they continue for visits different stores, different suppliers and production say the quality of goods that we deal they not expire and they meet with standards. Then will ask even where they are to the journalists there to help reflect that fact. Because if you go buy some to expire, if you harm you harm your family, it will harm with all. So now all joint by that fact, if any information on that, we can send a copy to the ministry. On the investment side, one of the difficulty them for do today and for attract investments in the country, where they compete with other countries like the sub-region. You know, some man will tell you to get energy, and sometimes a day, so investment we want, the poor man, I can say, you want something, this one about one side, I go back now, that's so it goes wrong. But we don't make tremendous efforts on that side of the day. First, we don't establish an industrial zone in Korea. Where that lake starts, we expect for the over 4,000 jobs in this country. Recently, I got a meeting with the Director General of UNIDO. It was a very fruitful meeting, and we expect to get about, well, we don't sign the agreement, $9 million from them, where they support different things there. But one thing I want to emphasize is, they're not approved for do a feasibility study, pre-feasibility study for carry out agro parks na Salou. That's a very, very good thing, you know, for carry out agro parks. So then they go start early next year. We will do that. We can start in areas then. I go camp and let's small business level they do. Government will be put aside about, will be the target 100 million, but it will not be raised at 41 billion. What we don't disburse, we call a Munafa fund. They don't go out to don't do different people there. But this 41 billion, yeah, 85% of the one who they benefit from the woman. In fact, like 12,265 beneficiaries and all who don't get Panimuna for funds. And today, anytime I go offline, people in the ask, who send the next Munafa the car, who send the next Munafa the car. And it's been professionally run. We don't collect small money. We try to get additional money for increase even the minimum threshold, then for also increase the number of people they work involved. So first quarter next year, we fight very hard, the money we there and the additional money we get, for those able to get more people there, more money they benefit from this. But at the SME space, let's take the economic diversification project, right? This project here don't dish out to learn where they start business, don't own a matching grant, $2.4 million. And this project don't dish out. But now only the 102 of them percent, 102 the numbers, na start up them. Then 61%. Now woman there. And when I get so happy, because government dish out this money through the project, we able to leverage additional $700,000, you know, per different people in the matching grant. So by the time combine all that, the jobs that we then the number don't provide are over 344 jobs there. We're ongoing, you know. If we go again within the same SME space, we get what they call the Salou Agricultural Processing Project. Where again, instead we give up to 60 SMEs, about 4.2 million that they will give them. But generally, one of the key responsibilities they giving all on top tender and for make sure say we get essential goods and commodities. But already COVID, but always the war in Ukraine, but all the things that happen in Israel. Rest not shorting, fear not shorting, that's a key responsibility to get and at competitive international prices. Some of them prices, if we compare them on the other side of the world, we don't better. We don't try for hand that one day. Again, as a ministry, the team when they make country go before, now wait till the quarter, you know the importer again, other thing, you know the importer, manufacturing. We don't support the sector. I can assure now, we get certain areas there. Like for cement and iron rod. For cement, price don't go up small, but they are showing us say the price will drop because very soon we'll get up to 3 or 4 factories that will open. Early next year, we'll get Akiashona, 2 factories they open and the price will drop. I will say the same thing for plywood. Plywood, we get a very good British company here, Myro, where they do very, very well investment. The first one will be over 20 million, then they do an additional investment. Then side will begin to target the market, and very soon the price of plywood set will drop. So construction will come up to a large extent. Again, other thing that we've done as a ministry, now for sale salon. And as I've been talking just now, we don't know that different international forums. We've been there in Morocco with President, African Development Bank, and the Investment Forum. When we present the free salon program, the number of people that will show interest is so high. With all what they happen in the country so today, we get Moroccan investors then when they hire 1st week January. Then the day of 1st week January, Moroccan investors. They say no matter how bad, they do a Morocco salon, then they come. We go Saudi. When I can check Aramco is the biggest oil company in the world. We had a meeting with them. Interesting, the president sat in those meetings. We sell salon. They are all interested. So we look forward for engagement and continue with their engagement. As what you did recently, then they happen. Well, the man they remind me now, I say the time they know. But let's just summarize. One of the key challenges that we face today, some of the key challenges, the one that the depreciation of the euro. Again, this we can call it an externalities that we not within control. You understand? But we don't fetch, we don't stabilize. The one that you create, you know, man, can say the fetch is there far. That one that you create, no continue. So let me fair price, they don't go. Let me fair price, they fair price, they go. Until they go. But again, the negative political propaganda they only put in social media. For what they go for outside the country, outside, for plug get money, for campaign jobs, for bring investment. It's so difficult. I mean, let's tell me, brothers and sisters, and thank you. Don't promote very positive images about Salone. I tell you and thank you. I also want to use this opportunity for appeal to all man. Now, one great country we get, we are happy for make our job easy for big investment. One of the easiest way we can have an elephant job for person. One of the easiest way possible we meet you living. Now, if we have big investments, and all the trouble we have, and for some positive images about this country. And I appeal to all of their legal challenge. We get right for disagree, love disagree, but don't disagree with him and agree framework. When we know with disrespect to the company. Again, the recent security breach, we all waiting at implications. You know, and then they get serious challenges. They call me, then trader, then businesswoman, they begin call me, hey, we started to ship this coffee, we sell my net to. But I tell them, I thank you, sir. You know, we don't push them to 12, so the pressure don't reduce. On that note, I tell the chairman, thank you. I tell all man, thank you.
All right, thank you very, very much, Honorable Minister. You know, you're not able to go to teacher. The way teacher talk, therefore allow you teacher let talk. So it's all I see that teacher. So I want to thank you. I think I just want to reinforce the summary. The summary points now that despite the challenges the way Salone they face, the externalities, the depreciation, inflation, the wars when they go on around the world, the government of Salone they work. The Ministry of Trade don't just announce some concrete measures the way they take, where the governments, where President Bill they lead, they continue for do for carry the country go before. They want the way they carry with gun and shoots and try for destabilize this country, and they want carry go behind. Or one for telling people of Salone, telling people because they reject them people here, and they help with telling them, no, bring them to justice. Fear so that we were there, all way there, so we put our hands together, and push this country to go before. We will continue for stay together. We focus on the vision. We not follow develop this country. We can disagree, like our minister said. This is what we always talk. Me, the people who know me, for example, me, I like a good debate. I love a good debate. Democracy is not possible if we not disagree. If we all can have all day one side, not so democracy that way. Democracy requires disagreement. So we can disagree, no argue, but okay, this part, so argue about the way we're supposed to do this, the economy, and but not forever, ever resort to violence. Not forever resort for all no days that we country go overseas, we begin pull down the country. Other countries they get a basic, decent decorum. That rule they say, you know they criticize your government, you know they criticize your country when you get outside of the shores of the country. Because ultimately, not only one country we get, not only one resident we get, not only one representative of Salone. The ground will talk about the MCC, I can always say, by the grace of God this week, MCC is supposed to vote. Then they get MCC. Now we suffer with the suffer, so lights no. Now, Mala be no more the suffer with lights no. Now, SFP no more the suffer with no lights no. They say that effectively and give you country 500 million now improve the energy sector. You they celebrate on social media that you country not get money. And I self-hate, no so. And I use self-hate. So we can disagree on how they for spend the money, on the investments for go, or how we open the space, but we can agree say, let's get the money. Because that's Salone get the money. Okay? So I want to also apologize that right now, we don't lose power. I see the deputy minister don't grab. I'm sure he did outside house day for they will fix it. So that also means I sure say we not currently not going to carry life to family away house. So that's another challenge. But I see some people that they steal videos, so we'll get down there, we'll make sure say the clip to make it available for family and we in a host. Because of time, we're not going for it. So I can't give my advice. You don't know what it means, I was actually able to talk about security. You know, I leader in the entrepreneurship and innovation space. We just want to hear from you. 5 minutes. I'm also going to get plenty of questions. So inshallah, the lights will come after that. New perspective on the climate, Salone, business, what they do, and waiting on our for continue for see from governments follow with the climate, follow on our work.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
I hope so you say a teacher voice.
I will try. But thank you very much. One of the major problems na electricity as private sector. But waiting give me hope.
So MCC back.
You know? but waiting give me hope. And in fact, where lights go and minister they talk, I feel say it will stop, right? The fact say continue, just give me hope say as business, maybe you know that is definitely for continue for do. And even though the struggle there for electricity, we continue for work with government, because this na partnership, you know, public-private partnership. But for me, I think what I want to say in terms of the private sector, I come back na salon, I bought na salon, but I've been on go for years, and I come back na salon about 5 years ago. Obviously, there are challenges, as everybody is aware. We get the infrastructural challenges, but we don't survive the last 5 years. I come back, I can open a factory, a production factory, and in that we don't partner with a lot of organizations. For me, why we survived the last 5 years, na partnership, you know. As people like me say, if you want to run fast, run by yourself. If you want to run far, run with other people. You know, so for me, as a business person, I realize say I don't want to do much if I not involve other partners. And so, in terms of the manufacturing, we do uniforms, and one of the business them we really don't support where we don't partner with now Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. We produce the uniform for them anniversary. That has been one thing we really improve the income for the year where we partner with them. But that besides also the other organizations they will partner with, Ministry of Youth and the UNDP, because for me it's important we they run the business, we look for organizations that we share the same value as we. You know, we they work with youth there, we they provide employment for youth, we they work with women them, and UNDP they do, they do the same thing, they focus women and youth, you know, and Ministry of Youth as well. So through the government of Sierra Leone, partner with Ministry of Youth and UNDP for produce. In fact, for we during the COVID time, at the time that where we really make more money, because we change, you know, we idea for make uniforms, and then we begin to do masks. And because we do masks, Ministry of Youth we partner with Ministry of UNDP, and through them we do over 50,000 masks. And because of that, yes, we do a project with Purposeful, and because so all of them they kind of come from Ministry of Youth and UNDP in partnership. We partner with Purposeful, we partner with UNICEF, we partner with a lot of UN agencies then, and donor agencies then for make we survive during the COVID time. But doing all of that, I realized there are lots of women, you know, since they're able to manage and kind of, you know, walk me way around the system, because I come back and I get the knowledge about innovation, about technology, and I begin to use things that will work for me as a business owner. But I realized that there are lots of women that we're lacking behind. And right now the world, you know, they move by technology. So what do? We partner with the World Bank and government of Salon again, just the program where Minister of Trade will talk about, through the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project. We will now work with other business them, especially female business them. We will help them for understand technology, we will help them for understand, you know, the digital space. And fortunately for me, because again, you know, we don't work with government ministries then, when we plan this project, the first ministry we are up to, now the Ministry of Trade. And the Ministry of Trade willing for support we want to take this project, so we then look at the project in a digitization. digitization by, what I mean by that, for bring so many women business them online. For bring so many women business them for begin use digital payments, mobile money, POS, and so we do a pilot right now with 20 business them. We encourage them for use the different smart payments, digital payments. And we're not able to do this by research if we're not in partner with the Ministry of Trade, the World Bank, the telecommunication companies then like Africell, Smida, the banks then because they get all them POS machine there. So Bank of Salon because they focus again with the ministry now on financial inclusion for especially female business them with Smida. So we don't partner with all them different organizations there. So and like I say, if you want to run far, run with other people. So we will work with all the government agencies, private companies, for we were able to deliver this project to like 500 businesses next year. But with the pilots and right now with like a Christmas market. So the Christmas market, everything at the market is now cashless. And when I know the importance of the switch, the way the Bank of Salon, the first phase now collect like the different banks then POS system and they talk to themselves. The next phase now collect the telecommunication and begin talk to themselves. But if we women there or business people and don't know about all their facilities there, so then it don't make much difference. So the cashless market, which is really the cashless market, do and for bring them for understand digital, but also for help them for go online, for create a space for them so they will see them market, they see them business them, them products them, and able for big players at in the technology field. It's still challenging, as you would expect. Some of the problems the way we get, like the electricity. For run the generator, where we do on this market, if we do on generator for one day, we burn about 120 liters. And because we get lights on and off, so most of the times we rather just stay on the generator. But you just imagine how much time it will cost me. Technology, because most of the B2 they do right now, the cashless markets, it's really technology. Some of sometimes in day you will get the POS that they work, and then maybe like half an hour the POS they know they work. So that is a real problem for we. In as much as we want the woman for use technology, it's a challenge. And then you think about the interest rates, because for every system where they use, any payment system where they use, you get for pay, And the woman in the look say, if they can't give me cash, and not cost me anything, why I for go use card or payment system where will cost me money? So they try to negotiate the interest rate, and that's where I think government will come in, will put up with Ministry of Trade, for try for see whether subsidize, some of their interest rates here, so that you get more women there, so they roll out to 500 women the next year. The other problem, where we glad for, obviously, now the curfew, the security, because you get for people they want for camp, but because the time now be 7 o'clock, it was now be 9 o'clock, it was a problem. But we made close 7, so it was a problem. So now we the hope say the market will run for until the 22nd, and this now really for just test the cashless system, for encourage people and for use cashless system. It will help the economy, it will help the business there, it will help so much. When you travel, go places like Ghana, there's so many, almost everything, the taxi, they're all na cashless. And so for me, I think this is a real big deal for pioneer this kind of thing, for help women, especially for understand technology, for bridge that gap between, the man and the woman in terms of finances, in terms of innovation. And actually create that space for them, a safe space that they will sell their markets, whether online, or a space that they will showcase their business them, but be confident say they're not going to lose money if they left somebody for sale for them, even a small business they are so. And so for me, I just want to say thank you to, especially the World Bank through the Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project. We able to do this, and the Ministry of Trade, and all the telecommunications and bank they hold the work with to make this happen.
Thank you very much. I think the final one report on this, it's really important. Inside Sabo, the Sierra Leonean camp open the factory. They do very well. they produce for banks, for UN institutions, and they pilot new innovative concepts. Different kind of things there. Really push the country before. The last time we Minister of Transport in there, we announced a new bus lane, we have a cashless payment system as well. So we advanced that. Only bus they need. At one place standing, we will make sure say we roll it out. We get cashless system, and the minister just talk about the fact that we need to clear the streets and we don't forget dedicated bus lanes. This country, like our President Luke, he say, yeah, on the fence, yeah, most better. Yeah, they go forward, inshallah. So we want to tell you thank you, Madam Harrison, for the work you do. We get plenty of questions that we don't come through the online platform. So while we wait, then just don't assure me say the light for count any minutes from now. I want to take this opportunity maybe like to ask the question that we don't already can. Because we get some questions in for normally we can ask people for sending questions in advance. And now we have to say the question and priority. Because that is going to encourage more people for using the online platform again. So we get the questions, right? My commitment is always that I read every single question. No matter how the question people ask, I go ahead and read the question and then we will summarize and give you a chance for them to respond to the question. As you can imagine, plenty of questions in the will not repeat themselves, so I will try for collapse them because plenty about the investigation. But I think the IG already provide the updates on that investigation day. But since the questions were sent in advance, let me try. Somebody they asked who's the ECSL to pay their money. About security. Somebody will question says for would lights go off like it. He said lights not tight. They ask serious question, cool, this guy is up there and say lights don't go off like this. The point of this press conference, I always make it clear that any question we get concerning the government of Salone, ask it here. We may not be able to answer you directly, but I will assure you so we follow up and we will bring the answer to it. Somebody say how many ex-military men they are among the they arrest and how many them have been fugitives that we look for. I think you don't answer that because you don't give the promise now. Somebody asked me how far is the security sector in the country for now. You don't answer that. The ECOWAS standby force who stand in the council. Somebody obviously the question about the investigation of former President EBK. Somebody they ask you, Mr. Minister, say who stand first price they go down. Somebody will ask, what to make the updates not come up from the IGP, only from the Minister of Information on the WhatsApp pool of November 26th. Somebody will ask, how long the investigation of the former president will last, and now clarify whether they are under house arrest or not. What's the security position from there and we what's the expression for those on that whole study? Maybe I've seen this. Sorry, I apologize. This question here, this is only make sense so far. When the investigation will end into the former president, Mr. Minister, let's say updates on several grounds and any other trading places so that traders that will move and ease trading. Any substantial evidence there against the former president? The banks that they give out all loans still with only roughly 20 days left for it to be out of circulation. So they want to know what to do about that. Somebody say he need an update on former president who might plan for response to the appeals court verdict. I think the minister mentioned say the former president of the COI case when they reject the appeal and now the courts will instruct and collect pay back all the money where the courts have been fined say it will take. Looking at the government's imposition on the accusations of the involvement of Internal Affairs Minister Taluva in conspiring with coup plotters. IG people are using your name to take money from them, said they will join them with the police force. Okay, this person might have the same house. I guess question. Somebody say you want to always make the police declare the daughter of former president and it's like Obama wanted. Whose role he play, if any? Somebody say so far how many people they will not arrest, and also what's the update on Kuruma interview with the police? Again, yeah, some of that questions I will already answer them, so I give them this time. Then the other question, the last one I get from an online platform, I hope the team they don't check. That's the last one. All that one again, I want for me for respect people and really send them question from the person we answer. When they say when the made in salon iron wall, roofing sheets, nails, cement, and of course the tomabon rice to roof the man. Mr. Minister. Yes. So you know, see the top part. Yes, iron wall. But then say iron wall, roofing sheets, nails, cement, and of course the tomabon rest. It's who steady reach the market. So what will the Minister of the Law start with you? Then you answer that question that we directed to you briefly, because there are all they get plenty questions. So if you take just a few minutes, touch on that one and you can answer it.
All right. Okay, thanks very much. Just one quick observation. Madam Aisatu, the Shallow Economic Diversification Project, the money in the government of Salomon money, not to government money. That is my observation. Then again, on the price of fuel, we steady hold on. We all know this government is very responsive based on the international market. Our price will go up in the international market, and so will go up. I can and so it can go. At some point, we even refuse to impose taxes, excise duties on that. Although we keep the economy stable, therefore we also keep the price of fuel down. So for now, we monitor the plot at the international level. So the price is so fast. And we'll get enough fuel load to take. We are sure so listen to the PRA director in the media the other day with the update. So we'll get enough fuel load to take throughout the festive season. On the several grounds, as we know, up to the Tewa follow it's about 90% complete. But a better let the updates come up from NACIT, because the NACIT's own property. We can incisively because we get for the deal with traders there. So the leadership number NACIT will be a thorough update on the several grounds who said we are doing. But we want it to be early next year, because the most there we don't come, they need for hit the street. On the made in saloon, I can assure people they say for cement and iron rod, of course, next they don't do the unique now. For cement and iron rod, we go there early next year, first quarter next year, we go get more than 1 or 2 companies there where they produce cement and iron rod now. The Tomabon project now a very big ambitious project where it's about $800 million we don't make the target, and we don't make a lot of progress around that. And we will know after February where government the plan for the roundtable conference. But we'll let the Minister of Agriculture let in the more details than this one, because although they collaborate with the work closely, the Minister of Agriculture is in a good position to give more specific details on the Tomabon project.
Thank you, Minister.
Yes, one of the questions, the investigation of former president, Mr. Chairman, with respect to you, I want to follow all right, don't observe the moment of silence for the 18 gallant officers who died on that particular day. With their souls and the souls of all the faithful departed through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Yes, we police will investigate the case. We get a set of rules where the guide me. They call them the judges' rules. Those are rules of the Queen's Council in England. The first rule, judges' rule 1, they say whenever a police officer is endeavoring to establish the author of a crime, there is no objection to him putting questions to the respect thereof to any person, whether suspected or not, from whom he thinks useful information can be obtained. End of quote. That is what led us to look at that. So it's clear. We are investigating that one, and he's making a statement to us. Then the second question, they say, how long will it last? Well, it depends. It will last as long as we get to the end of the investigation, as long as we get investigation, a systematic process. When they examine the facts of an incident, for them it will reach to the truth. So that's what I'm doing. That process can take time. And then 1-2 weeks as the case may be. So that one is, I cannot give you a timeline on that one. Well, the other issue is he under house arrest? I said, I talked about the introduction, say, when once you don't make statement to we, you don't caution, you don't issue, you don't administer, now voluntary caution statement, so we need to force it for talk. Anything we talk, now we write. When this case go before, now we read say we talk to win a act. You are a suspect. So we have two things, two options. Either we'll keep you in our custody, like sell to we, or we'll grant you bail. Looking at him as the former president, we give him respect. So we worked out the bail condition. And whatever is happening now is the bail condition. It was approved by members of his party, Yansane, Mikaru Bansari, and the lawyer, all of us together, we agreed on those conditions. Before being a host, before the X number of visitors, and all of that. So when will the investigation end, or that one is already answered? Any evidence, we are investigating. The investigation is in progress. So I don't want to prejudice the investigation, so let us wait for the outcome of the investigation. That's all on us.
There was light, eh? All right, top we answer with your questions. The first round, Civic round. Second round.
All right. Okay. That's the question I asked you. Mala, you do number 1. You do number 2. You do number 3 on this side. Gentleman with it map 2 with the foot inside. You do number 4. I want a woman on this side. You do number 5. Okay, that lady did number 5. Thank you. All right. We're going to pass the mic. Mother starts. No go. You know the drill, you know the go. Let's go and fast.
Well, the question to IG. IG, there is a news where they circulate on social media say police raid one signer, IMAX way they stop lots as a manage the whole situation. I don't know how to.
Okay, thank you. Number 2.
Yeah, I am Prince Christopher Kamara, reporting for Open Space newspaper. And my question is to the Minister of Trade. Is it true that Sierra Leone, even with our water and crisis, export water?
Okay, thank you. Number 3.
Samuel, Commissioner. To the Minister, I want to ask a question. You mentioned saying around the exports, net export of oil. So I want to ask which type of oil, and also, I mean, how you mean way? Is it napamine or other type of oil? I don't understand properly.
All right. We are number 4.
Yes, number 4, yes. My question is for the IG. My name is Edward Sako. The question...
Edward, do you know whose house? Just identify yourself.
Yeah, Edward Sako.
But you may follow your association.
I'm a lawyer.
Okay.
The question for the IG. If my memory serves me right, you mentioned earlier on, say, the former president, now a suspect.
And you also mentioned, say, other people in the world, and they also investigate for the same crime, but they're in custody. The question now is, why is the former president not in custody himself? Secondly,
one question is, thank you, sir. We're going to put to give you the second one. Please. Second number. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.
My name is Hannah Elizabeth. We are the CEO of Public Couriers with the police local convention. And requested with the exit to Ms. Aisi. Concerning the POS, there are a lot of concerns in terms of the operations of the POS and fraudulent issues. So what are the measures that have been put in place to mitigate these fears for the business people?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, all 5 questions are in. I'll start with you, Mr. Minister. With the export water, which type of oil? Are you 2 questions behind you?
I would like to confirm, we don't know that it's for the water. Even though I know say years back, spring water was being explored, but YouTube more recently, I think it's more for local consumption. So, yes. But yes, not very recently. So if you get more information on that, I will let for you. And the type of oil they export are vegetable oil, with major industries, glass and kisset industries. Palm oil, we're not the next exporter of palm oil. They use them locally for so many other things. Other people they make business. Palm oil they go Guinea, they go to Ghana, Senegal, and all because get good quality palm oil. We are hoping our next exporters will get enough. With the sell then they get the money and vegetable oil.
Thank you. As I sort of take you on question, then we'll go to IG.
Thank you very much. This is not one of the questions UNICEF asked the bank then. But I think the peace of mind we are get, because it no matter who say you dey, no matter also just in a salon, this is a problem they everywhere. You dey about fraud, card payment fraud, whosoever you in the world. But I think for me the peace of mind is the bank the way they provide the POS system. Then they assure you say if by any chance you get frauded, then they will, they will refund you money. I think that's a peace of mind for me as a business person. But I know say the Bank of Salon, they work hand in hand with like the fintech companies, the banks, them for really put security in place so people can feel safe for use them card them.
Brilliant. So there's a whole line of work around cyber security and data protection, and that's also tied to the work we do by this area. IG, there's a specific question on IMAX, whether it's true or not. Yes. And I think the question of what's making came out there in custody belongs and why not?
Well, you're very correct that one of the cookies step when Amadou Koita, we catch around that tree planting area. Apparently, like the questionnaire said, one of we own police officer, Alimatu Kwangura, named Osta. But I'll tell you, after this thing of the 26th, we embark on pursuit, physically and electronically. And for talking with this Sierra Police, we cyber investigation lab. The only country between that facility, that capacity, is South Africa. So when we pin the man the door, when we pin our door to that particular location, and as it is now, we don't institute 2 actions against that police woman. Disciplinary and criminal. On the disciplinary side, that is infraction on the license rules, we don't dismiss her already. So now she's no longer a police officer. Now we go face the common criminal law. So the issue of former President Umar being a suspect, yes, like I said, as long as not administer that caution to you, really inside the judge's shoes, and the second one landing. See, for caution demand, we really force it for talk, what if the man will write, it has been administered to him, and I suspect my friend and custody, I have said it, I say, we respect him as the former president. So you know we for see if you are the former president, you know we people don't for see you here. That don't mean say you have the law. I don't mean tenets of the rule of law is say equality before the law. Everyone is equal before the law.
So now I make the restriction in the not so? Now I make a restriction in the please. Okay, good. Second round. Oh, the IMAX question. Wait, answer. I force the answer. Yeah, but to say for whether the coupies them will get a situation with the IMAX, particularly, and if you want to confirm you running at 2 or not. Okay, we investigation on find the answer. Alright, so if you get information for provide, you can provide the word. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, the lady, number 5, this other lady. Okay, so we'll do 5 and then we'll see how we do. And I do one faster, so we'll do one more round. Yes.
Yes, Mohammed Safko is the lead working for Unity Press. So the IG sir, this could way not happen, way investigate people for. Now we see both serving police personnel and they under custody and investigate them. Waiting this is sent to other police officers and we confidentially serve and which measures we want for put in place going forward for future occurrences of shots. Thank you.
Number 2.
Yes, sir. This question is for the IG. The Waterloo checkpoint and the Juin checkpoint. There is a concern from the people that when they use that checkpoint during the night, then they collect money from them. And then also, even if they ask for the ID, even if they're not getting with them, police and they collect, and the soldier they can collect money from them. So I want to know if the IG is that launched to now. Now.
Thank you. Number 3 again.
Good afternoon to you all. Me on Ibrahim Isaac Ansari, being a human rights activist and work for CPOF. The question will go to the IG because now festive season, especially within inside the December, the brothers and sisters that we've been in the diaspora, they come for can celebrate with their loved one. So I want to know which one I want put in place for the security, especially waiting happen November 26th.
So now the security is not going to get it. Because they coming. Who will they have no like? Who will begin with their house? Who are we? Alright, number 4, yeah.
Yes. Siolina Mohammed and Colomba. AYB radio reporter. Your question is going to the Minister of State. If you address, you made mention saying the price of building materials and therefore cannot to be specific, cement and plywood. So we want to know how soon that will happen because some of us will be,
What's my name again? Mohammed, you know, say I'm like supposed to ask question when they just don't ask. That question is somebody just ask her. I will read her out, the minister answer her. So now the chance that the other person forget from ask different question. Now you want to so now. Okay, so the fast in mind now. Thank you. Number 5, like this lady up here. No, not so you, sir. Number 5, please. We will follow the rules now.
The question will go to the IG. The IG mentioned say they get 80 suspects and they don't get 68 statements then. One from waiting at the findings apart from the facts. This is very cool. One from waiting actually the information we don't get from them statements they are really not getting.
Sister, you sure? Sorry. We will pass the question. We will pass it. You want to know what you don't find out. IG, he has a few questions for you. investigation of current personnel, the question of abuse of security personnel, particularly. Okay, now listen now, please. Boss. Right? The question of alleged abuse by security personnel at checkpoints. They mentioned Waterloo and Jue. Somebody says security measures for JC loved ones. And then this question of the information so far from the statement they will collect. All for you.
Yes, well, the action will not take against the policeman involved by this failed coup. We send a clear message to serving members. When you look with the strategic development plan, one of the strategic objectives are for remain apolitical. But if you policeman, you go to gun, you go to map, you fire against the state, when they pay you, when they clad you, when we deal with it like that. All of those officers involved don't dispute at all, and now they are going to face the law. And for anyone real work, that kind of conduct. They say there's no art when they tell the man's mind from the construction on his face. We all come out from different backgrounds. There are some people, they let you carry na FBI, they go train, they can never change. They still carry their own mindset and mental maps. But for anyone recall, then they could take them concrete action. I'm sure we, as the Sierra Leone police, we are one organization in this country, we get a very strong discipline regulation 2001 when they passed the parliament. So that they will enforce them to the letter. Everybody knows about that one. I mean, when they take you now to the school as recruits, when they show you first, the school stand with others. High for behavior in the school. As you come out, when they show you the 47 rules. So if you fall short on anyone, you get an associated penalty with the implementer. Then of course the issue of the checkpoints, see that they extort, those reports keep coming. But for me, I know they defend them. I take as management information, but I don't put in place a countermeasure. Who will work on that one. Then of course for the peak season, when we manage about to get concerned also, I think yesterday we lift the curfew. The curfew will lift and for reassure people, say there is security within the country, and also for allow economic activities where they drive in a net for make them move on. That is a confidence building measure for testing their security. The details are classified. I cannot discuss them here because I don't know who's using
IG, I just realized there was a very specific question on the inclusion of Danke Kuruma in the list, the daughter apparently of the former president.
Well, for we are not looking at it for partiality. As far as we are concerned, she's the wanted person. So that's what I'm looking for.
Perfect. So anybody on the list are based on the evidence. Now I also don't need time, but because of the lights and the slowness, I'll go on one more bite. So final round, okay? And then we go. So put up your hand after this, you can send a question now by text. So number 1, number 2, number 3, the man in the blue, I'm kind of half colorblind. Number 4, yeah, now it has to be a woman. Number 5, thank you. Yes, so there you go. Yes, that's here.
Jesus never failed.
Mohammed Kamara, The Watch and several newspapers. Everybody's talking about the alleged coup to the 6th of November 2023. But how about the alleged first coup? As they still wait the visit, or why does it take so long for them to be charged to court? Thank you.
Wait. Which coup you talk about?
On record, this is the second coup since President.
Okay, so the one maybe happened.
The first one, August. My minister, with due respect to you, sir, my question is simple. Everybody seems to be talking about the second coup, which will be on the 6th of November. But how about the first coup, alleged coup, for let's get in there?
Only possible for every celebrity.
nobody else knows this celebrity. Pass me guest celebrity. I am a resident journalist celebrity. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
After CC, Trust FM. Mr. Minister, I remember the last press meet briefing. Somebody asked about the external force, like the ECOMOG, save the local, and you tell me, say, that's not what happened. But today, now this press briefing, I really talk say ECOMOG get for calm. Waiting, make them come. If they come, my confidence will not get about security. No, we know.
Thank you very much. I like that question here because I want answer very well. Go on.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Concordance. IG, you say about huge amount of AK-47 weapons. Where they take now 47, I don't even discover only 9. And this, sorry, 29, sorry. The one where they are, because earlier you say the country safe and calm. Then now with this weapon out there, do you think this country really safe?
By journalists and all I go report wrong information. So I go through the numbers again because it's important. You don't know who reports the wrong thing. Number 4.
Thank you very much. Channel Radio. Given the urgency and the cooperation of the suspended already in detention, I want to know if I get any timeline for press charges.
Thank you. And the lady at the back. Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
National Secretary General Market Women Association. Adarabiatu. This is a good direct to the minister. We want to know. You know, they talk say we trade as in the streets. We accept, we agree, but we not get market. The markets are okay right now. All of them push forward and the inside. The traders are not secure. If you go inside your courts now, they don't take the market when the traders are all day on street. Waiting and they do for that.
Now I really glad you are giving this final round because for importance for your question. Thank you very much. We will do. I should not done with the security thing. So I can't see your name will come and with the minister. The question now that why we talk about the first school and then whether we safe, considering that we still get the number of weapons that are out. On the weapons question, I promise we'll go through the number again. By the way, not so IG talk on the weapon that I mean. So and I give the numbers. Okay? I say we do not say we provide an update. Of the 47 weapons that we then steal, we don't recover 29, sir. 18 are in the house. And we did, the KDIG say, we are actively searching for them weapons in there. Also, for remind you, say, the country not completely free right now. And we still get curfew, and we get heightened security and checks. And we also don't put in place additional measures. And IG talk about with cyber. And only South Africa are probably superior to it. So we get reasonable confidence about location and things that we security forces don't take. Now you make the curfew external. If you read the press release, it say as the security situation continues to improve, it's tied directly to the security for assure the people there. Because IG Mecca left the balance to you.
Well, on the first question from Mr. Minister, the first question from the celebrity, the first one, subversion. Subversion not only undermines the power and authority of an established system. The coup and the covert and military attempt action. That's the difference. So those who are there on the first occasion, they are there for some action. These ones you are looking at now are good. That's right. Then of course on the safety of Israel with 10 weapons out there, yes, they say if Israel is safe, not for lifting, not for safe. We for saving them back down to 6 o'clock in the evening. Right now, we all the wrong to go down to the but because we are sure of our capability, we are sure that we can protect our people. Not only for this festive season, but only for we see that they go to 12 and we provide the requisite security. Then of course on the timeline, investigation not only the dissertation question, it takes time because things keep coming up time and again. So the timeline we cannot set a clear timeline, but we are hoping towards wrapping it up as soon as possible.
We IG as well a former teacher, so now we see very methodical. On the question of external force, I just want to make clear. The question was very direct last week whether there were plans at the moment at that day they will be the top for an intervention for Scan Salon, and I said on that day, based on the conversation that we had, no plans have been made. Now, ECOWAS met with His Excellency the President, presents to them, go, and ECOWAS took multiple measures, and one of them, now for saying which may refer to as a stabilization force. We are members of ECOWAS. Now, members say in the past, people don't always ask me about ECOWAS, whether we contribute to it, whether we abide by ECOWAS, and I don't always make one thing clear. We are an active participating member of the community of West African states. We abide by what the community agree on. We meet the obligations, including school contributions. And based on the situation of the country, the community will meet and they don't see that they send a force here for boosting morale and for really make very clear that no space no in Asalo. For anybody, you make it begin safe. So you can use whatever weapons or 18 AK-47 left from Iran. That space no there at all. And at ECOWAS, they take a zero tolerance approach. So the government of Salon welcome the decisions of ECOWAS because they are the legitimate authority will be the part of and will they continue to abide by. Clear? As soon as they can, they will announce as well. The conclusion of the meeting was that immediately, so they expect the force for their less convenience. That came out to the minister for and find out what's in the close.
Yes, I mean, Hajj it's always interesting. I say we can't portray the business, and we didn't refer to. But when the markets are involved, it's only people need to win. So they always don't challenge the trader and say, if people can collect the market dues across the country, when they constitute a large percentage friendly the council, when I put the councils under pressure for rehabilitate and build the market. When I say, when I calculate how much money don't pay over the last 5 years, and when a market situation never improve. And the challenge for challenge local councils across the country, they don't provide marketing for now. Notwithstanding as a ministry, we don't be conscious for this for raise money, but we don't get enough for all the marketing in the country. But we attempt for rehabilitate some marketing in the country next year. We don't get small money somewhere. On the push forward away the marketplace there, and I shall not say within the next 24-48 hours, because the good thing is the idea there. So we don't say the action now. But more importantly, the AI they cover Western areas, Sylvester, I will call immediately after this meeting. I will tell us say the boss in the day when they talk. But when they go clear them, Mr. A challenge you now, not to also the put pan central government, to get local governments. When I put the local council, and they collect 20 on hand every day. Every day, so let's say the name will be on phone now. When I go challenge them, they will say goes to do that. When you push for one and they'll show you the next 48 hours, they're not going to that place again. Thank you.
On that note, I want to take this opportunity to tell you all plans to thank you for our camp, for our cooperation, and also apologize for the inconvenience who lost power. I want to apologize to people in our house who don't be able to see all of this live. I want to say we'll do best to provide a summary through the channel that we can use normally. Please continue to follow the Ministry of Information and Civic Education pages on Facebook, on X, we channel on WhatsApp for accurate information. Now, for only journalists and listen, if you see something from the ministry, you don't need for call me for check if not true. When you see anything on social media from the ministry, check with Facebook, check with WhatsApp channel, and check with X. Anything we post simultaneously. Then you go in on my personal page, you go in on Deputy Minister and personal page. If you know that on all the platforms then you for you to make up your mind now, say, I see this here, I don't want a page. So you don't need for call me. We try for build the system. We will be fail proof, we will be trustworthy, and we also timely. I tell Isaac Suhanis in plenty thank you for who you come and for the outstanding work you do. IG, the people of Salon, tell you thank you for the security, for one to extend the curfew, and for how I don't conduct the investigation by all accounts with professionalism. Minister of Trade, I tell you thank you for the fantastic work you do for continue for push the council before, and I tell the Deputy Minister and the staff of the ministry as well, thank you. All the partners there, Assalamu alaikum.